This video is going to show the fuel filter replacement for a 2002 Pontiac Grand Am 2.2 liter Ecotec engine. You're going to want to relieve the fuel pressure first before you change the fuel filter. Locate the Schrader valve on the fuel rail. Take that cap off. Take a small screwdriver and push the pin there in the center. I was actually surprised at the amount of fuel that came out there, so you may want to have a cup to catch that gas rather than a rag. Looking through the wheel, it's about straight across from there, and there it is up there. On one side there's a quick disconnect. On the other side there's a threaded fitting. Typically a good idea to have a flare nut wrench for this, especially on the nut that's going to stay with the car. For this job I'd recommend a pair of goggles so you don't get splashed in the face with gasoline. You're going to be laying directly underneath that fuel filter and gas will come out. For wrenches you're going to need a 20mm and a 5/8. There's not a lot of room to work, but you want to get your 2 wrenches on there, then crack that nut loose. Be careful you don't get sprayed with gas. Obviously we've drained the pressure off, but there might still be just a little bit left, so you don't want to get surprised and dripped on here. I strongly recommend that you break this nut apart here and do all your draining of pressure on this side prior to popping off this quick disconnect fitting. That'll reduce the chance of getting a heavy splash in the face. Here's the quick disconnect close up. Okay, once you pop that green connection loose and you pushed it up a little bit, if you can get a regular screwdriver, put it right in that little lip and give it a twist, it'll push that entire fitting backwards and it'll pop right off. On the new filter I very carefully put just a very tiny amount of anti-seize on the threads, making sure not to get any down in there of course, but help the next guy. You're going to want to lay your new filter against the old filter and look for anything different. In this case the new filter came with a plastic end that you didn't need, so I popped that off. Here's the old filter so you can see the AC Delco part number. Here's the new Fram filter part number. And there's the completed job. Fuel filter replaced.